Hello, and welcome back to the Technically Speaking podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ethan, and I am joined always by the dulcet tones of Shay. You want to say hi?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, and we have some interesting things to talk about today. An update on one of the stories from last week with Oppo pulling out of the UK. We have some smartphone stuff to talk about, smart home stuff to talk about, and then we have some stuff to talk about with leaks of a Google folding phone. And a wee personal favourite of mine, our new little tab in the market, the Lenovo Ideapad Jet. So to begin with, we have the Oppo story from the last week. So there has been an update on this, even though they have released a statement saying that they are not removing from the UK their latest phone, which I think it just launched at the start of March.
Yeah.
They have removed it from their website, so it can no longer be purchased in the UK, and no restocking is to be seen in phone stores for a while.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not a good sign, really, is
exactly. There is, if you look at like phone stores and what they have, there is only, if Oppo's, there's only one or two ones actually in stock, and I could say there would probably only be about two, maybe three at most of each one. Where when it was, like a couple of months ago, there was you couldn't move for Oppos.
Yeah, okay.
That's not a good sign.
No, it's definitely not a good sign at all. That could very well indicate the leaving of the UK for Oppo. That kind of sucks. That's not good. So it's never good to see a company leave.
No, especially because last week we were talking about the interesting, sort of race, tug of war, probably would be a better term, of Google and Oppo for the number 3 spot.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Oppo's nice cheapness, but really good quality versus Google's software. Yeah, it was really interesting, so it was.
Yeah. Well, it'll be sad if they do go.
It will be, yeah, because I was very interested in the Oppo phones, as you know, before I got my Google. The price on it was so good, I was like, oh, that's just such an amazing deal. But yeah, that would suck to see them leave the UK market.
Yeah,
but that is seeming to be what's going to happen by the looks of it.
Especially whenever you consider as we said, the A17 with the micro USB instead of the USB-C. Yeah. That is plainly saving money, cutting losses.
Yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough, actually, yeah. Very true.
I think they won't wait too much longer for it, which is sad to see because a lot of people loved Huawei before they left.
Yeah,
and
true.
Oppo kind of filled that gap. Now,
it looks like someone's going to have to fill Oppo's gap.
Yeah, it could be Xiaomi.
Yeah,
could be Xiaomi. I don't know. The rumours are that they're not too long for the UK either. So
really? Oh, for God's sake.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
looks like Google's going to get the number 3 spot just by default.
They'll be the only one left.
Yes, the only runner for the number 3 spot.
Well, there's still Nokia and Sony.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Although Sony does suffer from the pricing tactic, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair.
So.
And who buys a Nokia anymore?
Here, they're tough wee phones.
Oh, I know that much. Yeah, if you're going into a war zone, what do you bring? You bring a Nokia.
You bring a Nokia. No screen protector thicker than Nokia's glass. Or the Doro as well.
Oh, Doro. Yeah, that one.
So they're specialised for people who aren't maybe tech savvy.
Yeah, my granny has one.
Oh, fabulous, yeah. They released a smartphone version.
Really?
Yeah, on the Switch.
How many people didn't buy that?
8,100. I've never seen one.
No?
Oh, wait, no, I have. I've seen one.
Oh, okay.
You don't even need a SIM tool to remove the SIM card.
Oh,
that's
brilliant.
How simplified it is.
Brilliant, I love it.
But the issue is the SIM card is then very loose.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't expect that.
Yeah. But they're good. They're alright.
Yeah, good phones? Okay. Yeah. I just spent about an hour trying to turn the little flashing green messages icon off the back of my granny's.
Oh.
Because you had to turn it on rather than off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
How did you not figure that out?
I wanted to throw it through a fucking wall.
Do you know what you have? A taste of what I deal with every day in my job.
It's awful. I don't know how you go. Do you bring a shotgun with you every day at work?
No.
Ah.
We're not allowed to shoot.
Oh.
Anymore.
Oh, right. after the incident.
No, it's nice. So sometimes someone buys you we got a box of donuts today.
Oh, very nice.
So
Yeah.
could
Makes
be
it all worth it.
Yeah, I couldn't eat the donuts,
Oh,
but there was the thought that counts. Yeah.
All right, so our next topic is something I'm a bit interested in, that Ethan has just told me about today, is the rumours of the release of the new Google Pixel Fold.
Yes, so
it could be interesting.
Should be end of this month, start of this month. There is an event on it. We're going to look at doing something around the event on this channel.
Maybe a live stream or something.
Yeah, some sort of coverage or reaction or opinions on it. But what do you make of the rumours so far?
I mean, there's very little to go on at the moment. Mostly it's about the cameras, because as we all know, a phone nowadays is a camera that can send messages.
No, that's a Windows phone.
Oh, sorry. Yes, can they send messages?
Every now and again.
Okay. only through certain hacks. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it's because I've just got my new Google Pixel 7a Pro. So what's it called?
7 Pro.
7 Pro. I put an A on there for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Make it sound a bit more smart.
You're too used to Samsung.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So I mean, so far we've had a couple of rumours out about the cameras. Not much. A few people saying that it's not looking good for the cameras. Other people saying it is looking good for the cameras. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy by the looks of it in the rumour.
Yeah.
Rumour stuff.
Best case scenario, it will be the same as the Pixel 7 Pro with the 50 megapixel main shooter and then two 12 megapixels supporting cameras or sensors. Is that sensors?
Sensors, yeah.
I forgot the word. Which would make it, I think, off the top of my head, it could be the best phone cameras on a folding phone in the market.
Yeah. Off
the top of my head, because I'm not sure what the specs on the Samsung one are, but I know that compared to their main series phones, they are like a wee bit, it's not impressive, but then you don't buy a folding phone for the cameras, you buy it for the screen real estate.
Yeah, because it, folds.
Yeah.
But looks like from the rumours, the size is going to be a bit bigger than the Oppo Find N. Is that the Floppo?
No, it's the different one. So the Floppo is like the flipping version, and that's the Floppo, and then the Find N is the one that opens up like a passport. It's like a size of a passport.
Okay, that's fair. So it's going to be a bit bigger than the Oppo Find N and a bit smaller than the Galaxy Z Fold by the looks of it, which means I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I like the sort of shorter, fatter screen, because I feel like then in one hand, whenever it's folded over, it's more usable as a phone.
Yeah.
Rather than, because Samsung's displays are quite tall. Like if you like a Sony, Samsung's display could be quite good if you like that like taller, skinnier display, but I wouldn't be a fan of it, and it's also quite thick.
Yeah, well,
which works in your pocket. So if anything goes wrong with the hinge, you end up with a tall thing around.
That's fair. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, yes, that's interesting. Not much on it at the moment, apart from that. There's a lot of people talking about the camera, not much else. Specs haven't been released. They haven't even officially announced it yet, have they?
No,
it's just rumours.
It's just a rumour. So. But we can speculate as always, so it'll probably have Google's G2 Tensor chip, which is the one that they've released along with the Pixel 7s.
Yeah.
It's an excellent chip. It allows it's basically specialised for Google's AI. And, for more, they have a security chip as well, but off the top of my head, I can't remember what the security chip is called.
Okay.
Probably have that. I can see it being quite similar to the Pixel 7 Pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting the sort of gist of from the rumours, is it's going to be a Pixel 7 Pro that can fold.
Yeah.
Basically, by the sounds of it. But I mean, I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
See whenever it comes out.
The thing I would be most interested in is obviously it's being released alongside the Pixel 7a, which is Google's sort of, not budget phone, because it's still a phenomenal phone. It's just their cheapest phone.
Yeah.
So I would be interested in the price of this folding phone, because I think that is the issue with the folding phone market at the moment, is the price, because it's still something that it's a big investment. Only really an enthusiast, someone who really wants it is gonna. It's not it's a hard sell to get someone to put thousands of pounds down on a phone that may break.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Why would you really buy a phone that's the same as the other phone you can buy but much dearer? and all it can do is fold if you don't want it to fold.
If you don't need
If you don't need a folding phone, why would you buy a folding phone? Just buy a normal one. Now I get that. I guess that would be a bit hard to sell people on a normal phone.
I would. So the pricing could be. I would love to see in the market, especially now we have some competition with Oppo. Though with our first story, we don't know how long that is.
We don't know how long
with
it's going to
folding
last.
and flipping, and now Google coming out with a folding phone. It'd be nice because it's been the folding phone market, especially in the UK, has been dominated by Samsung.
Yeah.
So like it would be nice to see some competition and maybe get that price lowered down, so to the point where you could, like see folding phones out and like because when have you ever seen a folding phone?
I've seen it once in a concert.
You've seen it once in a concert.
Once. That's it.
I work in a phone shop. I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah, okay. So it's rare then.
I've seen the flipping one a lot more because that is generally.
Oh yeah,
that's quite,
I respect it. Yeah.
Because if you don't have big pockets, that's
absolutely.
That's quite handy. You know what's lovely as well? You can flip it down to hang up phone calls. You get a bit of sass with it.
Like how the FBI show their like.
Oh
things.
yeah, you can open up.
Do you want my number?
Wow.
Love it. But yeah, price wise, rumours are saying around about between $1,200 and $1,800. So it's a big margin there. Rumours are. I think it's a pretty safe rumour. It's going to be between this and this. Really,
it's going to be between $0 and $4,000.
Thank you guys. So it comes out it's 5.
Darn. No, I would love to see what it is because obviously the Pixel 7 Pro comes in at around £800, depending on where you get it, what deal is on at the time. That would probably you'd be pushing £800. It would be good to see it not be too much more expensive than that, But then again, this is the first generation folding phone, so a lot of research and development has went into it.
Yeah.
It's normally the second generation where you can see the price go down as they get into their stride.
Makes sense. Makes sense, yeah.
In terms of looks, it's giving me Windows Duo vibes.
I've never seen that before.
You've never seen the Windows Duo?
I don't think so, no.
Well, the Windows Duo has like the top bezel, like the Google Fold has.
Yeah.
Like the Pixel Fold, it has the top bezel, but the only difference is the Windows Duo is like 2 smaller screens when you open it up, whereas the Pixel is one big screen.
Yeah.
But you have the option to multitask, obviously. So
yeah.
And speaking of multitasking, do you think it'll have pen support?
I hope so. That'll be interesting. I don't think I'd ever really use pen support much, but I see why people would want it on what is basically a miniature tablet.
Yeah.
At that point, I could absolutely say it. I think they'd miss out a lot if they didn't have pen support on it. I think that would attract a lot of people having, basically a tablet, but you could fit it in your pocket.
Yeah.
And you would have went, I need someone's number. Write it down there. Pull out my pen.
Shopping list.
There you go, yeah. So I think that would be very good.
Quick notes.
I think they'll lose a lot of customers if they don't include pen support, so it'd be nice to see it.
That is the one thing that Samsung always had over the Oppo.
Oppo, yeah.
Is the pen support. And it's like the S Pen in terms of like phones is, I think it's the only pen to be sold with a phone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like, because the Ultra and the Ultra S23 Ultra and S22 Ultra and such, and then the Note, whatever that was about, and then the folding Samsung Folds, the Folds.
Oh yeah.
They are the only phones that I know of that come with pen support.
Oh, fair enough. So another thing I'd like to clarify here, there are other phones that do support pens. You have phones such as the OG Stylus 5G, the LG Stylus 6, and the TCL Stylus 5G. So there are other phones out there other than Samsung who do them, but Samsung is the main forefront of using pens on phones.
But like I had an S22 Ultra and it was like the pen was quite useful because Samsung do a very smart thing where it's not just a pen.
Yeah.
It's a tool.
Okay. Yeah.
So like you could set it up and get it to take a picture for you. Like clicking the picture.
Oh yes, you showed me that before, yeah.
So you can use the main shooter camera to take a picture.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
It does have some like useful.
It's not just a pen, it is actually other things. Yeah, okay.
And I think that's an important thing. To get someone to carry this about every day.
Because you're not going to use a pen on your phone every single day, but if you need to take a picture or if you're someone else, you can put the phone up, Take your little pen with you, click.
Yeah.
You go, yeah, okay.
Or even have it on like one of them like selfie sticks that you can put up in the sky to see if you can get a good, like cool picture.
Yeah, very true.
You know, you stand it up there, press the pen.
Very true. Retract it back down. There you go.
Retract it back down. Pray the wind doesn't blow it over.
Very true. Very true.
So I think pen support and price are the two things that I'm interested by.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of pen support, I probably won't see it until the second generation because I think they probably spent their research budget on developing the fold-in.
Yeah.
And then
second generation, they're going to bring in the special stuff.
Because Google's quite good at listening to what people want,
mm-hmm.
to be fair to them. So we could see pen support in the second, I think, rather than the first. I would love it in the first, like, don't get me wrong, but
I think you're right. I think we're more likely to see it in the second. They've done all the research and stuff on first generation just so it folds okay to do the main thing you're selling it to do. And then second generation, okay, that's when well, here's a bunch of other things we're going to bring into it. Also, I think that makes more sense.
Also, we need to see the hinge design.
Yes.
Because as we know, them hinges do over time, if you use them too much, they can flop open too easily.
Yeah.
And they kind of develop like a smile, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get
And if you use them too little, they can stop opening up completely, like right.
Okay.
Like,
so if you use it too much, you're screwed. If you use it too little, you're screwed.
Yeah, you need the Goldilocks of usage. So that's I would, and not to like fault Google, but their hardware, that's not their main focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's software.
It's software. Yeah. So Oppo did a really good hinge design. Samsung's leaves some room to be desired because it seems to be quite inconsistent.
Right.
On whether it's going to be good or not. I would love to see the Google phone come out and have closer to the Oppo hinge design, especially close and flat, because the Samsung ones close like a sort of wedge.
Right.
They close. I would love to see it close flat.
Okay, yeah.
Just for my own OCD. So, I've been excited since last week. Smart homes, finally. Let's talk about them. So, just to let everyone know, I currently run Alexa smart home with Echo Dot. I think it's 4th generation off the top of my head. And then I also have the Fire Tab, which I use. Well, you can also run Alexa through. It's kind of like a cheap option.
Okay.
So, is currently running the Alexa system. The problem I'm running into where it is phenomenal. Like, couldn't fault it. Phenomenal. For a price for what you get, fantastic. The issue I'm running into is integration with the other tech around me.
Right.
So what I would love to see, what been debating is switch over to Apple.
Okay. Yeah. Switch from Alexa to Apple.
Yes, because then I can control it straight from my control center. Like swipe down my phone, turn on the light, turn on the TV.
I'm heading home and turn the heating on.
Yeah, well, for me personally, mine's is a smart room.
Yes.
So heating. We do have a smart thermostat. Unfortunately, I do not have control of it.
Well, you best start getting control of it.
So that's my current debate. The new HomePod Minis have just unlocked temperature sensors and moisture detectors. Humidity detector, sorry, is the correct term.
Very nice, okay.
Yeah, they've always been in there, but they've added the software now to use them in the latest update.
Awesome, yeah.
Plus they come in a burnt orange. And as we all know, I love a burnt orange.
Just love a good burnt orange.
I love a burnt orange. It would go perfectly with my cushions.
There you go.
So, what do you think? Should I make the jump? It's just to let you know, because Apple is the Apple Home system is really their number one priority is user privacy, which means that the issue with it is that every product that is put through and on the Apple Home kit ecosystem have to be approved by Apple.
Right. So
it has to go make these rigorous tests, and then Apple approves it, and then it can be added. So my issue is, I don't have anything that's Apple HomeKit compatible on my current smart home. Right. Because I was like, what's the point of paying the extra money for the HomeKit compatible? I don't have one. didn't realise how much I would love smart home when I bought it.
Okay, yeah.
So
That is about
it would be a hefty investment.
You'll have to completely redo everything,
Well,
basically.
not everything.
Uh-huh.
The main one is the plugs, because whenever I bought it, I think that's how you say it, Miros. Phenomenal for the plugs and everything. But I got the non-HomeKit compatible.
Right. Okay.
Because whenever I bought them, they hadn't passed the test.
Oh,
or they had just passed
right.
it, so they were still selling some of the old ones
Okay.
alongside the new ones. So I'd have to invest in that, especially for the one behind my desk that controls pretty much I would say 75% of the tech in my room.
Okay.
So
right.
that would be the number one. That's about £50.
Okay, so it's not cheap exactly.
Not
it's
cheap.
not terrible, but it's not cheap.
That's on top of getting the £89 HomePod.
Right.
So it's a hefty investment, so I've been mulling it over.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose it really depends. What can the Apple stuff do that your current stuff can? A lot of stuff, I'm guessing.
So it's more how much ease does it bring me?
Right.
Because as we all know, Apple, it just works.
Ease of use.
Yeah, ease of use. But it does do a lot of stuff actually that the Alexa doesn't allow me to do. So where I can go into the Alexa app and control everything there, the Apple, because it's on my phone, I just speak to my phone.
Okay.
Or if I'm walking home and I have my AirPods in, listening to music, I go, hey Siri, turn on my light so that my room's not dark whenever I get home.
Okay, right.
You know?
Yeah, so do the positives outweigh the negatives is a real thing here.
I do think in the future I will probably go with Apple at some point for when I have my actual home.
You're going to make the switch eventually.
Yeah.
The question is, are you going to do it now or are you going to wait? Yeah, okay. I see you.
Plus,
it's a toughie really, isn't it?
The privacy as well.
Yeah.
Because your data is locked up and secure.
Yeah, it's secure with Apple.
Yeah.
They're very good with that. And that's an interesting one sort of. I mean, I think if you've got the money and you're going to make the switch eventually, and it is going to make your life easier, I would say go for it. I would go for it if it was me. But I mean, yeah, okay. If it is that much easier and you think it's worth it, I'd say go for it.
Yeah,
just because it means whenever you do get a home, you can just take the stuff out of your room.
Exactly.
And move it straight in. It's already set up and everything.
Yeah.
You've just got to move it across.
Yeah, I will have to probably invest in a lot more because our room is a lot bigger than a lot smaller.
How big is your room?
Very small. That's why one extension lead can control like 75% of it.
Very true.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at the minute. Other smart home tech that's caught my eye. I've recently invested in more NFC tags.
Right, okay.
Have I told you about NFC tags?
I think you've mentioned them. That's about it.
NFC tags mean that I can tap it with my phone and through Siri shortcuts, I can do anything on my phone. If I was to switch to Apple, the Apple HomeKit ecosystem, that would include all of my home smart tech. So, for example, I have one on my car that sends a text how long it's going to take me to get home to my partner so she knows.
Okay.
So I could have another one that whenever I tap that, it, for example, say you're coming home, you have one at your desk in the office, you tap it and it puts the heating on so that it makes sure your house is that warm, turns the lights on.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Has stuff like that.
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
So my idea was I'm going to see if I can do, the menu holders.
Oh, yeah.
So my idea is to get one of the, the menu holders that, you can slip the paper in and
restaurant. Oh, yeah.
To get one of them and put NFC tags outside it for quick automations to just have around in each room. So obviously for my room, it can, if you don't want to, say, Alexa turn on TV.
Yeah.
If I was, I was on that ecosystem, I could also say, turn on the TV, but I could just tap that, turn on the TV.
Yeah,
straight away.
Yeah.
Tap that.
You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Just put your phone next to it.
Yeah, you just tap it with your phone. You could also have it do have it ready for going to bed. So you tap that and maybe dims the lights.
Closes the blinds for you.
Yeah, I haven't got that yet. That's what I was going to talk about next.
I know you've talked about that before.
Maybe it opens Netflix or something on the TV.
Yeah, okay.
Just gets you ready for bed.
Yeah, okay.
And then obviously closing the curtains. That's like closing the curtains, blinds, turning the lights on and off automatically. You've got 90% of a smart home.
Yeah, it's a small thing, really, isn't it? Yeah.
It's £100 to get the ones that are compatible with Apple that I was looking at.
It's not awful.
It's not awful. No. If you're doing a house and every window, it's quite a big investment.
Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, that's very true.
Worth it because then I don't have to close blinds.
Yeah. You can't be asked.
Yeah. You know how much hassle it is?
You get home after a long day, you can't be bothered, you don't want to speak, you just tap your phone on the way through, head hits the bed, lights out.
I wouldn't even do that, big fella. I would have an automation, so as soon as that sun sets, 10 minutes before, blinds close, lights on. Even less hassle. Don't even have to think. It just happens.
It's already done.
Exactly. That is my philosophy when it comes to smart homes, as I'm sure you'll hear as I talk more about it on this podcast. My philosophy for smart homes is it should never take away. It should only add more ways in which to do it.
Yeah.
So where my TV, for example, is integrated with my Alexa. So I'm able to, say, Alexa, pause the TV, turn the volume up, turn the volume down. I retain control over the remote.
Yeah.
I can control on my phone. It adds ways rather than, because sometimes, if you buy a smart light bulb, which there rarely is ever a time that I would say buy a smart light bulb.
Right.
If someone switches off that light, you've lost control of the whole light. You can only control it by voice. Whereas if you bought smart light switches, you retain control. You still have the manual off and on.
That makes sense. Yeah.
It adds. You have the automation.
Yeah, I get you.
It adds rather than restricts, which is kind of my philosophy.
It's a good philosophy to have.
Yeah, it should only add. There is obviously circumstances where, if you have a lamp that's plugged into a smart plug, it's always going to be on anyway. You tell it to turn on, and then you could control the dimming level of the lamp that you maybe couldn't before.
Yeah.
That's excellent use for a smart bulb.
Absolutely.
But I don't think, in terms of what we would call in Northern Ireland, the big light should never have a smart bulb in it. I don't think.
No.
Unless maybe you could argue paired with a smart switch, because then you could change the colour.
Yeah.
But at that point, just buy Grove lights or Philips Hue strips.
Can you imagine the look on your parents' face if they walked in their living room and the light was pink?
Exactly.
They'd have a bloody heart attack.
We don't have a living room at the minute. It's been stripped up.
Okay. That's unfortunate. The kitchen one down.
Not pink.
How dare you?
But yeah, that would be my philosophy. Now, Mr. Shay here has been interested in smart homes.
Yes, but very limitedly.
Very limitedly. One feature.
Yes. You showed me was it TikTok?
A TikTok of a smart water dispenser.
Yep. It was not one before that. Mine, there was a guy who did the...
Oh, no, you sent me that.
Oh, did I? Did, yes.
You set the glass down. It went into the sofa, came back out with perfect whiskey.
Yep.
And Shay's a whiskey now.
Oh, yes. That is the dream. Being able to just 5 minutes away from the house, I've got a 20-year-old bottle of whiskey in the house, pop it on, you come home and it's been sat there for 20 minutes and you can just sip away straight away.
Rested.
Exactly. Now, that's the dream.
Shay sent me this video and went, I want this.
Yep.
Obviously, immediately I went on to try to figure out how to do it, and I came up with this immensely complex system of a rotary thing so that he could pick his specific one he wanted.
Yep.
And then only recently, I found one that did it. It's just one piece of tech.
Yeah.
Straight away.
It was perfect.
And the beauty is, because you have a Google phone, if you get a Google ecosystem, you can control it straight from the phone.
Yeah, there you go. I've got a Google Home, does that count?
Yeah.
Does it?
Fully.
Oh, the class stuff. There we go. All right, I'm already halfway there. I'll head on to Amazon now, sure.
So, see, that's the beauty of smart home. It's a hobby that facilitates other hobbies.
Fair, yeah. So how do you make it put ice in it?
Put ice in it?
Yes.
We still have to figure that out. I have an idea.
Okay.
I have an idea.
Right.
It involved motors and sending and Raspberry Pis. But I will see if I can find a better way to do it with something that we don't have to build.
If we leave it a couple months, that water thing came out, we leave it a couple months, someone will have already made it for us.
Exactly. Then we just have to integrate it all.
Exactly. It's perfect. Just have a little conveyor belt because ice. Wait, drink. Coaster.
We could buy you multiple of the water dispensers, and then you just put glass under each of them, and you just pick at the day. Just have it in smart home, like
wake up every morning and put a glass underneath each. I wonder which one I want today.
You could have it set in a fountain.
Oh,
have a hard day automation.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. It's kind of a mix of everything. Please, Jarvis. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'd love that. I would absolutely love that for a house.
Yeah, I think the idea that I like most about for my house, I think you will enjoy this, is use of NFC tags.
Yeah.
So I love album art. I would love to have a record player. We do in the house.
Yeah.
We have a record player. I love album art and stuff like that, and actually having it rather than just having it on, say like Spotify or Apple Music.
It's different having a vinyl of it. Yeah. I love having a vinyl or something.
I think it's very some of the art is phenomenal.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's amazing.
What I would think would be quite cool is to get something really different as well. Is to get 9 of my favourite art albums, album arts / albums,
Yeah.
Put an NFC tag behind them, and then my phone will scan the NFC tag, and when I scan the album art, it plays that album on Apple Music.
That's cool.
Because it's a piece of art,
awesome. Yeah,
and it's also practical.
Yeah, you can. Well, what song would you like? Oh, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast, bang. Yeah. Just touch the wall with your phone.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, play the album.
Yeah. I don't care. I'd love that. So, I'd use that every day. I just walk in and go, I'm feeling a bit of Metallica today. Bop. There you go.
Straight away. I probably have Queen. Queen.
Yeah, you have to have Queen.
Yeah.
Have I got a Queen poster? No, I don't. Take it down.
Disgraceful. Disgraceful. So, final segment of the day is just I do spotlights on my Instagram talking about gadgets and stuff that I love, and EDC bits and tech that I love. I haven't done one in a while. Probably do one some time this week because I have missed them. But the spotlight I would like to put on in the podcast today is the new Lenovo Ideapad Duet, as said at the start. I think this is a phenomenal little tablet.
I've seen the specs of it and it doesn't look too bad. I definitely will give it that. I've also seen that they do laptop versions as well, which is interesting. It's very interesting.
I actually use an Ideapad laptop.
Yeah? Oh, there you go.
Phenomenal.
Good to know.
So spec-wise, do I take us away there, Shay?
Yeah, can do. So it's only got 4 gigs of RAM, but for what's basically a glorified tablet, that's all you really need.
You're going to be typing on it Word, that's plenty.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it's going to be used for. Currently on Curry's very good deal, 219 quid for it, which is not bad at all. I saw it and was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, good evening.
That's keyboard case included.
Yep.
And some of them, I don't think that package that we have up currently, some packages for a wee bit more, you get the pencil as well. So it does have pencil support.
There you go. Very nice. Just what we were talking before. Pencil support.
Yeah.
So that looks, you got Office 365 with it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then what processor do we have there?
Processor is a MediaTek P60T. I have no idea what that is.
That's a solid processor for phones and tablets and stuff.
Okay, good.
2.4 gigahertz solid. 128 gigabytes of storage.
1080p screen.
1080p screen. 10.1 inch screen as well. It can go up to minimum 400 nits, maximum. Oh no, that's the Google. It is 400 nits. Fully touch screen. Bluetooth 4.2. Type C.
Wi-Fi capable as well.
Yeah, Wi-Fi capable. And it's a LCD screen.
And it has cameras as well.
Yeah, cameras, but you don't buy a tablet for a camera unless you're like an American suburban mom on
with her iPad.
Yeah.
And then one thing I like about it is 10-hour battery life.
10-hour
That's not bad at all. So even if you're on the plane or something and you need to do your work, you don't need a charger or nothing, you can just sit and work away on the plane. Yeah. That's quite good. I like that.
And for that price, I think it could possibly be the best tablet for that price.
Yeah,
because not many tablets at that price would give you the compatibility for the pencil. And I've tried the pencil myself.
Yeah.
We had the embargoed version. So great, just as responsive as an Apple Pencil.
Right, okay, very good, yeah.
From my experience, maybe a wee bit, it could improve a wee bit in the touch sensitive, but then again, you could, for the price of an Apple Pencil, you're getting a tablet and a keyboard and
exactly. You're getting all in rather than just a pencil.
Yeah. Phenomenally. Yeah.
Very light by the looks of it as well. We're looking here 450 grams for the tablet, 250 for the keyboard, 220 for the cover.
Yeah.
So very, very, very portable as well.
Very light. You can take the keyboard on and off. The thing about it as well is when you fold the keyboard back, because obviously it's waked up the front of the case, you fold it back, say you're reading off it, the keyboard turns off. So you don't
actually touch the keys.
So if you're touching the keys while you're holding it,
very nice. I like that.
It's little things like that some people don't think of.
Yeah, no, but that would be really annoying. If that did happen, that would be so annoying. Yeah. That's genius. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So just a phenomenal wee keyboard is detachable, charged via the iPad, not the iPad, charged via the tablet.
Yeah.
As how synonymous Apple is. You just say iPad.
You just say tablet, iPad.
Yeah. Charged via the watch, I believe, is USB-C. It comes in the case a retractable pencil holder, so if you just choose to get the pencil or not, don't have to, show an empty pencil holder to show everybody you didn't want the pencil. You just put it in.
Yeah. Very nice. It looks like it's something that if you don't quite need a laptop, but you need to be able to write on something that's bigger than a phone.
Yeah.
That looks perfect to me.
And also, you can get your Netflix, your Disney Plus.
True, never even thought of that. Yeah, it is actually the media streaming thing as well.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You can get your YouTube, you can listen to fantastic podcasts on it.
Like this one.
It is £8.50 in Curry's for, 3 months? Yeah.
36 months, I think.
3 months, 3 years, sorry.
Yeah, 3 years.
For 3 years, that's phenomenal for if you don't quite need a laptop, but you need something to do. Like, you could do your uni course purely with that.
Yeah, very true. As a student, if you need a cheap tablet.
Yeah, depending on your major, obviously.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing, like, high performance CAD,
they're also showing on there as the PowerPoint. If you do PowerPoints.
Yeah.
You can do it on that if you don't want a laptop or a PC.
Yeah.
There's your PowerPoint machine. Yeah.
There is people in my course that can get away with just an iPad. So if you're doing one of them courses like English, where you have a lot of reading, or history, where you have a lot of reading, but not, and then, you're not pushing yourself, like you're only really using Word or, like a PDF.
Not using any hardcore software. Yeah.
You're able to highlight straight on it if you get that pencil, you can highlight and read straight on it. Light in your bag, you don't need to carry 50 books anymore, they're all e-books.
That's very useful, as a student, actually, yeah. Now you pointed that out, that's a very good student tool.
Exactly.
Very nice.
As cheap and cheerful, my favourite. Personally, I've used a Lenovo laptop for my entire uni degree. It has never failed me. Ever. I was going to say except that one time it did, but it hasn't. No. It just always works.
No, a very good deal. Yeah, absolutely would recommend that.
So thank you very much for listening to this week's rendition of the Technically Speaking podcast. We will be back next week where, if we have, in the past 2 weeks, if we have wet your whistle sufficiently enough with the wee toe in the water in terms of smart home and EDC, we'll maybe discuss them further. We'll have follow-ups on the Google Fold if there is anything out there that, could be said more about it, if any more information's out there. And we'll maybe see if Oppo make up their mind if they're pulling out of the UK or not.
Yeah, I think that'll be the interesting one, won't it? See if they do pull out, because that's a big competitor pulling out of the UK. Oppo.
It's one of the top 4, definitely.
It'll be sad to see them go, but if they go, fair enough for them.
Yeah. It leaves a spot in the market for something like nothing.
True, yeah.
I will definitely have some sort of weird obscure tech to tell you about in place of the Lenovo tab next week. And we may even figure out how to do Shay's ice dispenser.
Maybe.
Yes.
I will delve into that personally as well. I never do tech.
So, if you want to find more of us, our links are all down below if you're listening on Spotify or YouTube. Links are all down below to our link trees. And see you next week. Anything to add, Shay?
Don't think so.
No? So, see yous.
Bye.